Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today I'm going to introduce you to a fire feng shui activation, which actually doesn't use fire to be activated, but let me explain. So as we are heading into the winter season, even for those of us who are living in Asia, and in Asia we don't really feel the winter as such, yeah, it's still very warm. So as we're heading into the winter season, there is not much of the fire element. Usually the winter season is associated with the water element. And so it's considered a cold season generally, even if you are living in a warm area of the world. Now, because we are heading into the winter season that is considered cold and where there's little fire, fire signifying and representing passion and love of life and a lot of activity and celebration and happy events, we do want to make sure that we still draw in some of that fire element to carry us through the winter months and make sure that we are activating and initiating fire qi. And so this is what this feng shui activation that I'm telling you about is all about. So it's called a fire qi initiation. And for those of you who are a little bit advanced, this will also usher in the period 9 fire energies. Yeah, period 9 is associated with the fire element, and it will officially start only in 2024, even though we are currently in the midst of that transition. So for those of you who are just beginners, don't worry too much about that. Just know that this is a fire qi initiation, and we are trying to spark the fire energies, make sure that we draw them into our home or into our office or both to carry us through the cold winter months. So how do we do this? So what you need to do is stand in the middle of your home or office or both and try to find the northeast 3 sector precisely at 60 degrees. Yeah, so you need to check where do you have 60 degrees when you stand in the middle of your home. So you're going to stand here and you're going to use a compass. You can use the compass that you have on your phone or just a regular compass, as long as it gives you the degree range. And then you check where you have 60 degrees. Yeah, 60 degrees would be right here, but you can actually use this entire sector, northeast 3. Yeah, this is called northeast 3. The 60-degree point is right here, yeah, in the middle point. Now you find out where that is, and then anywhere in that highlighted sector here, on the 25th of October at 11:19 a.m., you place a water feature into that sector. Now the water feature doesn't have to be a water a table fountain or anything like this. Just do this, bear with me. It may not be very pleasant aesthetically, but just take a water bucket. It's just for one day. Use a water bucket, put it in that sector, and at 11:19 a.m. you fill it with water. Yeah, so don't fill the water bucket under a sink and then carry it into that sector. That would be the wrong approach. What you do is you take an empty bucket, place it in that sector, and then at 11:19 a.m., you fill it with water. Now, if that water bucket is far away from a sink or from a faucet, then you just fill some pots and pans or whatever and empty them into the bucket. Yeah, very easy. The bucket needs to be there and the water needs to be put into the bucket while it is there, not the other way around. Yeah, just fill it up. It may take a few minutes. That's perfectly fine as long as you start at 11:19. Yeah, and then insert a water pump. A water pump that you can buy in an aquarium store. Yeah, very, very cheap. Plug it in and make sure that the water is moving. And you leave it there for one day only. So you don't even have to leave it there throughout the night. So if you install this at 11:19 a.m., before you go to bed, you can remove the pump, you can remove the bucket, you can remove the water. It's just for one day from 11:19 a.m. until you go to bed. That's it. So what's important though is that if this is an internal space, for example, maybe this is in a room, in your flat, make sure that you open up all the internal doors to ensure that the qi flows freely through your space in your home or your office. And also, there's no need to convert to a different time zone. It's the 25th of October, 11:19 a.m. local time, wherever you are. Don't convert it to a different time zone. It is what it is, yeah? So it's just for one day. It's super simple. And this will welcome in the fire element into the winter season, and it will sustain you throughout the winter season. Yeah, so it will usher in positive fire energies, and it will make sure that you are still thriving, even though usually during winter times, energies are a little bit slow, a little bit subdued, and a little bit stagnant. Yeah, so make sure you do this. Super simple. It's really just for one day, even though it may not be looking too pretty with a water bucket, but that's okay because it's just for one day. Just do this, and this will really help you to ignite that fire energy. Don't worry about whether there's a clash day for you or not. It does not matter, because it's really just, you're just stimulating some of the energy. So I know this is a horse day. Any of you who have rat in the chart, do not worry. Whether you have rat in the day, in the hour, in a month, or in the year, do not worry about a clash. This is not an energy that brings in wealth, particularly for you or anyone else. This is just a general activation that will usher in the fire qi. So no clash day for anyone, just do it. Yeah, and again, it's just for a day or not even a full day. So I hope this is easy enough for you to do. If you want to do it both at your home and your office, then you can naturally do this. Obviously, you will need to have two people doing it, because you can't be at the same place at 11:19 at the same time. So maybe you ask someone else to do this or help you with this. But either way, wherever you spend most of your time, I suggest that you give this a try. All right, so I hope this will work for you. I hope that you will have a great winter time with a lot of fire energy. And if you do have any questions, any comments, please post them in the comments below or contact me. My contact details are in the notes. See you soon.